So one of the first things that's on our list of contents for this presentation is to talk about your vision and your culture. Now that may sound silly to some people to talk about vision and culture. Well, you need to be a visionary in this business. We have to look out beyond today and beyond this week and say, okay, what do we want to be when we grow up? Where are we going to go? Your culture is very important because your culture is what you pass on to your people, both your customers and also your employees in the facility management business or the asset management business. In other words, your maintenance people, your supply people, your purchasing people. And what you want is a good culture where, I assume it's going to be good, but it's going to be a culture that matches what your vision is. And one of the first things we need to talk about is the difference between two very important words. The first one is maintenance, and the second one is repair. And a lot of people confuse these two, and they assume that maintenance is repairing stuff when it fails. Well, that's not the case. Maintenance is taking care of your equipment. Repair is fixing it after it fails. And you need to ask yourself, what is my current culture? Am I a repair organization or am I a maintenance organization? And if you can honestly answer that question, then you can start laying out your direction of where you want to go for the future. Because the ultimate goal would be to be a maintenance organization 90% of the time, maybe 80% of the time, and the other 10 or 20% of the time, be a repair organization. So repair should be minimum, and we'll talk about those in more detail. The definition of these two, right out of Webster's dictionary, is maintenance is maintaining or being maintained, the work of keeping infrastructure, building, machinery, so forth, in a state of good repair, a state of properly working. Everything pretty much works almost like it was when it was brand new. Repair is to put back in good condition after some kind of damage or some kind of decay. In the repair side of the business, which unfortunately many people are hung in that mode, they're stuck in that rut. One of the slogans I use for that, if you're in the repair business, is your motto is, if it ain't smoking, it ain't broken. Many people operate in that fashion. And the sad part about it is, it's reactive. Your work is controlling you, you're not controlling your work. So the key is to create that new vision, create that new culture, and then try to move into maintenance from repair. And as we go through this presentation, you should have all the tools and the ideas and the concepts that will allow you and assist you in doing that. So your vision should be, for the future, should be to maintain equipment in like new condition. Now, that startles some people when they talk about maintaining like new condition, because they say, well, that's just way too expensive. We can't do it. Think of your car at home. People say, well, it's got some dings, it's got some scratches, maybe the paint's fading, maybe it's dirty, I need to clean it and vacuum it and detail it. But what we're talking about is how the car operates. Do you maintain your car in a like new condition as it relates to brakes and tires and fluids, and how much oil is in the crankcase, windshield washer fluid, windshield wipers, things of that nature? And most of us out here would say, yes, we do maintain our car in that like new condition, because we're scared of the consequences, which is going to be, it's going to let you down. So the key here is to maintain your facilities and your assets like it was designed, in the same design quality, or better potentially if you're actually making some improvements to it, in the same design efficiency. So does it work pretty much like it did when you bought it? And that's what we're looking for. And if you can do that, if you can maintain it like that, you'll find it's cheaper in the long run. And it'll come up again in this presentation, but it's typically 4 to 6 times cheaper if you maintain stuff in a like new condition than it is if you let it run to failure. So again, think of your car. What if you never changed the oil? What if you never checked the oil? How long is your car going to last? Sooner or later, it's going to let you down. And it's always going to let you down at the worst possible time. So the key is a little bit of effort, a little bit of preventive maintenance, and you'll have an asset, a car, if you will, that will last you many years.